Welcome back to Virtual Reality. My name is Thomas and you are watching VoodooDE VR. Today we have the VR and AR weekly news again. Today from another environment. I'm not at home, so I hope you don't miss the intro. Let's check out what we have this week. So the coronavirus is spreading everywhere, and now the companies are changing from real events to virtual events like HTC. Then we have Silent Hill 2 in VR with a fan mod, VR in theater, thanks to Sven for this news. Star Wars The High Republic becomes a VR version perhaps. Oculus Quest gets a charging station via Kickstarter. Paper Beast gets a release date. And from Antilatency comes a full body tracking for 10 people in the same area. And you can play virtual reality games without a high NPC through streaming. That's called Shadow VR. It's in beta now. And of course, the newest release and sales this week. So yeah, thank you to my sponsors, Woodgo's VR, Opperman Events, Nursing Skills, Andi de Velser VR Ambassador, and Alpha Blend Interactive. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go.
VoodooDE.
So the coronavirus is causing a lot of trouble. For us in Germany, schools are closed, everything is closed. People should stay at home, not travel and all this stuff. And so the companies are checking out stuff to replace the events where you have to go to yourself. So now, for example, HTC Vive has a virtual conference that's called Virtual Vive Ecosystem Conference, V2EC. And this will replace a real event. That means you can register here until March 17, and then you can participate in that. That means you have speakers, you have agenda, a lot of different topics, and you can subscribe for an event, and you can sit there and listen to the speaker, and you can also ask questions and stuff to the speaker, but it's all virtual. You use a virtual reality headset and then you can correspond with each other. That's really cool. What do you think about this kind of replacement for a real event? I think this is a good opportunity to show what virtual reality can do, can replace. This is cool. Write it in the comments below what you think about that. Silent Hill 2 VR. So, what do you think about that? Wouldn't that be awesome? So there's a concept video by a fan, and that looks really good, and it can show how Silent Hill 2 would look in virtual reality. You see that standing in front of a mirror, we have this paper in our hands. That would be really cool with an the index controllers perhaps. Look at this, the flashlight, and he looks into that hole. You can check around, and then you look at the inventory now. That's so cool. Combine and with the index finger. Crazy. What do you think? I think we definitely need this in virtual reality. So perhaps the big companies are checking out these concept trailers by fans, and they think, that could be a really good idea to do that in virtual reality. This is my hope. What do you think? Is there a chance that the big studios will go for a Silent Hill 2 VR? I really hope so. I would really love to play this game in virtual reality. So the next news comes from my community member Sven. Thank you so much for that. And this takes place in Germany. So I have no idea if you've ever been to an opera, but from Augsburg, there's an opera, and there is a theatrical performance that's called Orpheus and Eurydice. And I can remember this from when I was a child in my Latin lesson. And in this theatrical performance, there's 3 parts that takes place in an underworld. And in this opera, the people, I think there are 500 guests, and the 3 scenes are viewed with a virtual reality headset. That means the underworld in this story is placed in a virtual world, and the people that just saw the stuff on the stage, then put on their virtual reality headset and dive into this underground world and watch these scenes. These are 3 scenes, all in all 30 minutes, and this is so cool. Imagine you can really see this underworld in this story with computer generated stuff, and I want to see that. So I have no idea if you live in the States or Canada or UK or whatever. Do you also have that? That would be interesting. Write it in the comments below. Star Wars: The High Republic. I don't know if you heard about this. So as you know, the Star Wars area of Skywalker is at the end. And now the next era starts, and it's called the High Republic. And there are rumors now that there will be a virtual reality game about this. So, and this rumor comes from a couple of independent sources. So it could be true. It could be really true. And we know Star Wars games can be awesome. Look back at Vader Immortal. That was so cool. We had a lot of fun, but it was too short and too straight. So I want a virtual reality game in Star Wars universe that's about 50 hours or whatever, with a big world, and where you can go wherever you want and do quests and fight with your lightsaber and all this stuff. That would be awesome. So what do you think? Could these rumors be true? And what virtual reality game do you expect in the Star Wars universe? Write it in the comments below. So a lot of people asked me, how can I easily charge my Rift S or Oculus Quest controller without replacing the batteries all the time? And I found this Kickstarter campaign that lasts for 23 days, and they need more money. So I backed this project. And how does that work? So let me show you where I find that. Yeah, you can, give me a second. Here, I will show that. So he opens that controller box, then replaces it with the batteries, with a metal plate, and then closes it with the cover of the controllers where there's a little hole, and then you can just place it via magnetic on the charging station. Look at this now. 1 and 2, and then it's charged. This is really cool, I think. Really cool. And I backed the following pledge, the $99 US, and there's the whole charging system and the dock and headset mounted. It's this thing. Of course, you can also print it yourself with a 3D printer, but I just wanted to show you the whole set. So for me in Germany, when I use this pledge, there's an additional 50 euro shipping fee. So it's of course very expensive. I will pay all in all, I think 140 euro. That's expensive, but I just want to show it to you. So perhaps you take the risk and back it now to support them, or you wait for my test if I say it's good or it's not worth it. It's your decision, but I think it could be pretty interesting. Paper Beast, that is a PlayStation VR game that many people are expecting a lot, and it has a release date now, and this is March 24th. And it's a surreal wildlife simulation. That means we have this animals that are made out of paper. That's really awesome. I already have access to this game, but I'm not allowed to show it to you. It has an embargo. I think it's March 23rd, and then I will show it to you on my channel. And you should expect an interesting game. Paper Beast on the PlayStation VR. From the company Antilatency comes a full body tracking system that can track with 10 people in one area, with full body tracking. And this is so interesting. Look at this. Look at this, what they are doing. So many people. There will be some people dancing around. I will show it to you. Look at this. More people coming. More people coming, and now even more people. And it's tracked perfectly. So they have a lot of tracking sensors on their knees, on their arms, foot, and of course the headset and the hands. And this is tracked via the floor mats you can see here, and they have infrared sensors, and the cameras are watching these mats and of course also these sensors. And the headsets, they use Pico G2 headsets, and they are connected via 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and the tracking data is connected via that. And it looks so awesome. Look at this, what they are doing here. This is of course for virtual reality arcades, and if you are interested in that, then go on antilatency.com and you can tell them, oh, I need like 20 headsets or 10 by 10 meters floor mats, and they will tell you the price of that. It's very interesting, and I think you can do a lot of cool stuff with that. From Antilatency, Shadow, that's a streaming company that makes it possible to stream PC games or whatever games to your TV, mobile phone, whatever, without the need of a high-end PC. And now this company has started a closed beta for their virtual reality program. Awesome. That means many people say, oh, okay, the virtual reality headsets are a little bit cheaper now, but you still need a high-end gaming PC. And now with this, you don't need that anymore. That means for now it's only available to United States and also only to the Oculus Quest. That means you have the Oculus Quest and it's connected via a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi router, and you also need a very strong and very fast internet connection with download speed of 100 megabit and upload speed with 20 megabit and not a higher ping than 50 milliseconds. For us in Germany, we are very old school here. We communicate via smoke. No, just kidding. We have very slow internet connections here, but you in the United States and wherever you are, you have a better internet connection and it should be no problem. So it's streamed via internet to your Oculus Quest, and the question is, how does that work with the latency? Is there much latency? Do you experience latency? There should be no latency, of course. And also, you can log into your Oculus account if you have the PC version of whatever, Asgard's Wrath or what, you can stream that to your Oculus Quest. And that is really awesome without the need of a high-end gaming PC. For the normal Shadow program without virtual reality, they have different tiers. Like the tier 1, it's $12 per month, you have a GTX 1080, or the highest tier 3 with $40 per month, you have a Titan RTX graphic card. Perhaps this will be the same in the virtual reality program, but I hope some of my YouTube colleagues from United States will have the possibility to show that. It's very interesting, and as soon as it's in Europe, I will of course try it for you. Let's check out the new releases this week. Let's start with Steam. Resthouse is a virtual reality supported mysterious game with spooky environments and mysterious characters and events, so we have to check out what's happening here, and it's only $4.99. Then we have Escape Point. This is a virtual reality zombie shooter with online PvP, then Network ELE. So we are a NASA exploration pilot, and strange things are happening, and we have to find out what's going on there. This strange mysterious events. You can buy that for $13.29. And Loco Parentis is you can play it in single player, but also in co-op mode. And there's a little girl, and you have to help her find her mother. And of course, this also happens in a very spooky house. And then Coffin Rod Brewing. We are a pirate bartender, and we have to brew coffees for ghost pirates. So strange. On the Oculus Quest platform, there's nothing new. On the Oculus Rift platform, we have covered now the final version. This is a co-op game, one players under the headset and the other one on the smartphone. Very cool. Shark Wizard. Oh, we don't need these games anymore, but we have to shoot on incoming sharks with magic weapons. Then we have a duck hunting simulator, Duckpocalypse. And you have to shoot in retro style on ducks. And then Air Brigade. This is a fighting simulation in the air with dog fights and stuff. It's $3.99. There's nothing new on the PlayStation platform this week. So as always, before we start with the sales, thank you to my new sponsors, Magibor, Andreas, Vashti, Robert and Toshi. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to support me, you can do this via the links under this video. That would be awesome. You get access to behind the scenes videos. So let's start with Steam. VR Furballs is a very cool game where you have to I would say it's like Angry Birds, and you can have it for 50% off. Then Merville's, a jump and run game, very cool, 70% off. Then we have Dance Collider, a music dancing game, 55% off. And on the Oculus Store, Shadow Legend VR RPG game, 40% off. Cobalt, it's a short horror experience, 59% off. Sacralith, a bow and arrow game, 54% off. Here as well, Merville's, 75% off. VR Regatta, a sailing simulation, 50% off. Prose Enlightenment, a horror adventure, 54% off. And here also VR Furballs, 58% off. And on the Sony Store, LA Noire, it's a detective game, an adventure, 25% off. Robinson the Journey, a dinosaur adventure, 40% off. Resident Evil, one of the best horror games, 15% off. And Star Trek Bridge Crew, of course, 30% off. So guys, thank you so much for watching my videos, for supporting me. And if you have a cool idea what I should show on my channel, just write it in the comments below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE